Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. Now it's Lukaku, pinged towards the front line. That has been cut short. Quality ball. Taken back almost at once. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, this looks sharp. Mbappe is herring after that one. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Romelu Lukaku, his physical characteristics are very impressive. They're always likely to attract the most attention, of course, but for me, it's not just that he's big and he's quick, it's his willingness to go direct with the ball at his feet, to take his man on, be brave and just head for goal. That's what makes him quite lethal.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. De Bruyne, and he's quick to return it. Some intricate pass. Højlund! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Højlund actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
De Bruyne goes short. De Bruyne takes aim and crosses. And now a sudden chance to counter. France, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. And here's Højlund.
Højlund really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
De Bruyne. Anguissa threads one in. Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
It's their second corner of the game. France have the chance to go the other way. And that could set him on his way. Mbappe! Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Højlund, pinches it off him. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know.
Napoli always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now. Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Mbappe is onto it in a flash. De Bruyne. And it's Anguissa. McTominay knocks it out wide. Olise proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean. He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
De Bruyne. Passing is crisp and sharp. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Pass somewhat off target. Anguissa.
Napoli are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
Oh, well played, well played. McTominay promptly onto that, and that is that. Now that's well seen too. He's looking wide. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Højlund. Camavinga. France do have a chance to counter here. But where it came... Mbappe! And he should have made them pay.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And it's Lobotka. Oh, super find. Space for him to turn and look. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And this could be the final action of the first half. Delivered from distance, and he's made sure that's not getting through. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I don't think we need the stats to be on the screen to tell us about the pass completion rate, which has been obviously a letdown in this first half. All too often we've seen players left frustrated because of poor decision-making and just a general sloppiness. So I'm sure the boss will be getting stuck into his players to improve and improve quickly.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
De Bruyne. Now it's Lukaku. Spread out to the left. McTominay. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's the throw. And it's Anguissa. Lovely feet. De Bruyne. Out towards the flank. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. And it's De Bruyne. Oh, he's having a go! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
De Bruyne most definitely hit it with a lot of venom and little control. It carried hardly any danger.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. De Bruyne. And he's in on goal! That is a crunching tackle. Anguissa unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. McTominay. And here's Lukaku. And this is De Bruyne. He's picked his way through. And that is expertly dealt with.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
France have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Di Lorenzo. Some good work on the right flank here. And it's Lobotka. Heading backwards.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Now McTominay. And it's Anguissa. And he's being shifted off it. Foot in. Driving on and making good progress. And here's Lukaku. Højlund. Højlund is flagged offside.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way. France really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Dembele, he's on, and the shot! Anguissa. Now it's Højlund. Buongiorno. De Bruyne. And here's Højlund. Now it's Lukaku. Mbappe might just make this. And it's Anguissa. And he cuts out the supply. In with the challenge. Now it's McTominay. Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Lukaku.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Dembele. And he is dashing away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Olise. Shoots! Off the post! Oh, that could be pivotal! Has he won it? He just might have won it! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Le numéro 6.
And we're done. France have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Mbappe picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. France have done it. They're people without a fingernail left between them after what they have just witnessed.
France really wanted this. I mean, look at those players now. Some are barely able to move. They squeezed every ounce of energy out of themselves to get this result, and congratulations to them.